Down at the bottom of a very pretty valley, there's a magical place called Summerton Mill. And when the water wheel turns at Summerton Mill, a little bit of magic takes place. And, for a little while, everything goes back to how it used to be.
Oh, it's a lovely morning,
said Dan as he looked out over Summerton Valley.
Warm sunshine, blue sky. Come on, Fluffer, you funny, furry old thing.
And Dan headed off up the track, past Mousy Tongue, the cat, who was lying in the sun.
What's this?
said Dan.
Why, hey! It looks like someone's left me a present.
And Dan lifted the lid and took the present out of the box.
Well, I never,
said Dan, as he held up a rather large pair of knickers.
I wonder who gave me these,
said Dan, and he put the knickers back into the box and headed off towards the barn. Dr. Neighbour was looking for something. What did I do with that box? Where could it be?
Morning, Dr. Neighbour,
said Dan as he looked around the corner.
Oh, hello, Dan.
What's the matter, Dr. Neighbour? You look worried about something.
Well, yes, I do have a bit of a problem, Dan. I seem to have mislaid a present that I bought for Mrs. Neighbour.
Oh, dear. Well, that's not very good, is it, Dr. Neighbour? What was it?
Well, it was just a rather nice present in a pretty box,
said Dr. Neighbour.
You know, it's a bit of a coincidence, Dr. Neighbour, but someone left me a present this morning, and that was in a pretty box too.
Dan thought for a moment. Suddenly, everything made sense.
Oh dear,
said Dan.
I think I may have made a little bit of a mistake, Dr. Neighbour.
Dan, you're wearing Mrs. Neighbour's knickers.
But I thought they were a present for me,
said Dan, as he looked down at the knickers.
I thought they were some special over knickers for me to work in.
Over knickers? No, Dan, they're not over knickers. They're a special present for Mrs. Neighbour. Now take them off, please.
Oh, okay, Dr. Neighbour. I'll go and take them off right away. Well, I'm really sorry, Dr. Neighbour,
said Dan.
Never mind, Dan. No harm done.
Don't tell Mrs. Neighbour that I've been wearing her knickers.
No, probably best not to,
said Dr. Neighbour. And he said goodbye to Dan and headed back up the track towards his pretty cottage. And Mousy Tongue was still lying asleep in the sun. And as the water level drops back down, the big old water wheel slows and eventually stops. And Summerton Mill, still beautiful in its tumble-down state, goes back to being a home just to the wild animals, the birds, and the plants.